Hello, good evening. Welcome back to the Drummond channel on Tuesday. It's November 14th, and tonight I want to take a peek at how our yen forecast has been unfolding and also see how yesterday's call in crude oil, how that played out this morning. So let's get started. So for the Japanese yen, we've been talking about this market finding a bottom at some point, short-term bottom perhaps, and there on the weekly chart there in the middle, that's a weekly 5-2 up. It's also right there at the weekly 1-1 low where we found some support today, and the inflation numbers came out and it crushed the dollar and the yen rallied. But we've been anticipating that, and looking over here at the daily chart, massive bar up, went right through daily 5-9 down, didn't even slow down for that. So at this point, it looks like we're in daily, well, obviously we're in daily congestion, and looking at a PL dot refresh on the weekly scale. So for tomorrow, I'm expecting some support to kick in down here. There's the weekly envelope bottom and also the daily PL dot, and then way down here is the daily envelope bottom and the daily 1-1 low. So those are the downside targets, and then the upside target is this monthly envelope bottom and weekly PL dot, and then another upside target there is the 1-1 high. So that's it for now. It's tracking. This is what we've been anticipating. It's finally happened. We can debate the causality that the news did it or the news didn't do it, but at the end of the day, what we expected or what we anticipated happening is starting to happen, which is always a good thing. Now for crude oil, last night's update, I was making the case for 79.50 being upside resistance target, and that was right in this area. There's a cluster there, and I was talking about the overnight market. This market will probably move sideways until the market opens, and that's what happened when they released. Try a different indicator here. This is what happened when they released the inflation numbers. And so what we were talking about is when the market gets up into that area of resistance on the daily chart and the weekly, the daily chart where they coincide, look for hourly C waves to the downside. That's an hourly bar going down below its PL dot, down below its envelope bottom, and closing down on underneath. And market stayed up right in that 79.50 area, and then this is your reversal bar. And so at some point nearing the end of this bar would be the short, when you know that bar is going to close down. So hopefully you're getting short in this area, and a tight stop could go right above that bar, right above the previous bar. So that worked out fantastic. One of the questions received on the YouTube channel was, can we get a little bit more precise with our numbers? And I don't think it gets a whole lot more precise than this. 79.50 was the number last night. The high looks like it was up here just above around 75 or 79.60, and then the market did return down. Now going into, hold on a second, let me clean this up a little bit. So keeping in mind that the weekly chart is down, the monthly chart is down, the daily's been bouncing up, and we had identified this area up in here is strong resistance, and it held on close, and we expect this to continue. There's the other cluster of resistance, and throw in this weekly envelope bottom as well. Should we get a close on the daily chart underneath the PL dot tomorrow, then I expect we're going to cycle back down to this quarterly PL dot, and that might take a couple of days or into next week. This market does not, if this area holds, and what I mean by holding is you can watch this on the 60-minute, and if you're seeing support building in this area, 1-1 low, the daily PL dot, or if it even gets a little bit farther down at the bottom of this oncoming, what we call the nearby support area, that this whole area is becoming support now. And keeping an eye on the hourly chart and how the hourly chart is reacting in this area. And should we, finish the day in this underneath the PL dot, then I'm going to expect this market to come back down here to test the quarterly PL dot. And I hope I haven't confused you too much with that explanation, but at this moment, the daily trend is still pushing up, or have a daily PL dot refresh, and it's running into that higher time period resistance. And today you saw how that higher time period resistance, how the market reacted to that, and keep an eye on it again tomorrow, and looking for some indication from the daily that it's starting to turn back down, and the congestion cycle is going to head us back down to the quarterly PL dot. So if I've confused you, please let me know in the comments section with a question. I'll do my best to sort that out. And thank you for watching, and we will see you again next time.